Well, hello, everybody. How are you today? My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. And today it's 9 carbs. I'll take it. Um, recently, Keto Mad Mike, also known as the Cowboy, and I did a video, and it was so much fun. And he wanted to meet Greg, and he wondered if we'd ever do a video together. So I did a little quickie of what I feed Greg and what he eats and himself. And when I told Greg this morning that so far today he had 267 comments on just that little, what was it, 3-minute video, he was like, oh my God, he rolled his eyes. It's too funny. So he hasn't watched it yet, though, but I was very surprised that he did it. But he got a lot of sweet feedback, and I certainly read him every compliment that he got. It was fun. And for those of you that comment on that square glass container filled with things that I don't eat, yeah, that's part of my squinting. And so when people complain about all the non-keto food going on and around their house with their loved ones or having to be places where they provide non-keto food, yeah, there's a lot of squinting that we have to learn how to do. Well, what is squinting? Squinting is knowing that something is most likely not going to change. I don't want to get ugly or cranky or ornery about the fact that somebody else can eat something that I no longer eat. It's not a trigger to me anymore because I worked on the squinting. It's like it is what it is. And I've been with Greg for so many years that I'm totally used to his squintable food items, also known as non-keto. And so I'm just used to it. And in fact, I didn't really see that square jar of things until I was already videotaping. So once I saw it, I went, oh, well, I'll just talk about squinting. So what is squinting? Well, squinting, as I just started to say, is something that it's just a generous act of love if it's going on in your house. You know, just because we're doing something doesn't mean that we have to submit everybody to it, especially if we're withdrawing from carbs, sugars, and grains at the beginning, or especially if we're giving up something like artificial sweeteners, diet soda, alternative things like lighting a cigarette or chewing gum, things that like got us by. And I call those things BBCs, better bad choices, and they do get us through. But sometimes those BBCs can be contributing to our health in ways that, like, we just go, hey, it's nothing compared to what I used to have. Well, after a while, it does become important, right? And I remember when I worked one-on-one in addiction at the shelter with the women who were withdrawing, or when I sponsor somebody in AA who's withdrawing from something, they still have tons of what I would call the junky stuff, the cigarettes, the diet soda, the huge Dunkin' Donut 900-calorie beverages that they have like 2 or 3 a day of, the cigarettes, the shopping, the whatevering, the better bad choices that at first it's like, yeah, it is much better than what you were doing, but they start to gain weight. Their health certainly doesn't improve with some of the items that they're ingesting, and it's time to work on letting them go. You know why? Because when we know better, we do better. And you have seen some mighty strong people on my channels and other channels that have given up the next. You know, they work on the keto, they get that pretty well nailed. They, you know, maybe they track, maybe they don't, but they certainly are aware of the carbs they're ingesting. But then they start working on the fake stuff, the phony stuff, the bad habits, the other addictions. Because sometimes I was totally addicted to gum. A lot of people are totally addicted to diet soda. A lot of people are totally addicted. I remember going out to breakfast with somebody who wasn't keto, but she ordered a fruit cocktail, and I think it was on full-fat yogurt, Greek yogurt. And she put like 6 Splendas on it. And we're talking like a dish, like this size with the yogurt and the fruit. And then she added like 6 yellow Splenda packets to the top. And I'm like, ah, what are you doing? Well, she was addicted to Splenda. And obviously, she wasn't going to be talking about it, and she wasn't ready to give it up. But sometimes we do get to that place. And I never used artificial sweeteners in my coffees. I went from sugar to Xyla, and now I do a Xyla or a stevia erythritol combo, pure, Pyure. And those I have in my coffee. It's the only sweet that I have, and I still like my coffee with a touch of sweet in it. It's just how I roll. But I'm not seeking sweet in any other place. And it's kind of funny when some things do taste sweet, and I wasn't expecting it, just in their natural form. I mean, I find that when I do have a Fage yogurt, how sweet it tastes to me. I can't imagine the sweetened versions, which I used to have. I used to have the mostly Chobani fat-free sweetened ones, and at the time they were good. That's when I was doing things like Weight Watchers and maybe even the low-carb, high-fat. But yeah, so the better bad choices are, and I can't tell you what your better bad choice is. I know that a lot of people aren't planning on giving up their diet soda. They might have cut back. They might they might have what they have in a day, and it's tremendously reduced from the amount that they may have had. That's always your choice. I'm just saying, when it comes time to clean up something and get rid of a better bad choice, which has really become more of a crutch than just something that helped you get by, you know that you can do it. I mean, think of how far you have come. A lot of us get to keto, with a shoebox full of meds because that's all the doctors know how to do. Oh, heartburn? Oh, here's a med. Oh, high cholesterol? Oh, here's 2 meds and one to make them work better. Oh, blood pressure? Here's 2. Oh, headaches? Here, take this medication. Oh, whatever, what have you. And, little by slowly, that shoebox can become just a little square, maybe a couple of things on the counter. And we just do what we do. But it's when you do know better, you want to do better. And it really shows in a lot of people. Other people haven't gotten there yet. That's quite okay. But just know that when you're having something that's generally not from a natural source, a whole food product, that it probably has chemicals in it that your body would do just better without. And whenever anybody's stalling, I always think it's the artificial sweeteners and the diet sodas that could be the culprit, along with not enough fat, which always surprises people that have a fat resistance, not just down here with insulin resistance, but the fat resistance in their head. It's like, oh, I can't have that much fat. And then if they gain a pound, because our bodies are fluid, and they get panicky, the first thing they want to give up is the fat. I said, no. I always say, just shave those darn carbs. Like my carbs today are under 10. So tomorrow's my weigh-in, and, I've put on a couple of pounds, and it's been since humidity has come, since the weather has heated up, and I'm not eating any differently. Maybe even less carbs, like instead of having asparagus and a big salad, I'm just having the big salad, which is why I'm only having 9.6 carbs today instead of 12 point something with the asparagus. It's just what I do. I always say, shave the asparagus, keep your proteins moderately low, and keep your fats nice and juicy and high. Other people have different formulas, but I'm dealing with an old metabolism with the slowdown that we have as we age that really, really takes a lot. And I'm sure that the older women that do the carnivore diets, they really amp up their metabolism because they're not slowing it down with any carb digestion whatsoever. No carbs in their body, 0 carbs. And I think that's great for them. it's not for me. And some people give up the dairy too. They find that the dairy is something that could be stalling them. And that really is great to hear about too. I have reduced my dairy, but I'm not changing my incredible keto pizza on Saturdays, which is, dairy products. It does have some goat cheese in it, but the rest is dairy from cows. Not giving that up. It's a treat. It's once a week, and I'm mindful of it throughout the choices that I make for the other 6 meals of the week. My cheeseburger soup, it has cream cheese in it. My Mississippi roast stew has butter in it and pasture raised, like Kerrygold butter. And so things like that. And they say if you are having those dairy products, to have them organic. That would make a difference. I have Daisy sour cream. It's not organic, but it says just cream in it. I do have the Organic Valley. It's heavy whipping cream. I know people say there's a difference between heavy cream and heavy whipping cream, but there's no carrageenan in this Organic Valley organic heavy whipping cream, so I have it. Yeah, so try to keep, and my cream cheese is organic. It's also Organic Valley. And I have Cabot cheese in my keto pizza as well. It's not organic, but sometimes I have organic mozzarella, which is Organic Valley as well. So, but they say, if you feel your dairy is stalling you, try to switch to organic. And then I say reduce some areas if you can. And there are great non-cow alternatives out there, should you really be serious about wanting to make a change. So when you know better, you'll do better. And when and if you live with people or guests that come for the summer or places that you go in the summer, and there's all these items around, learn the fine art of squinting. Because your place there or their place with you is not about you changing them. It's about keeping your side of the street nice and clean, nice and keto, nice and not being triggered. If you are being triggered, that's when you really have to practice squinting. And I've done it for so long that it's just a naturally occurring thing. And so it is possible. It's uncomfortable at first, but so are a lot of things. So are social events. If this is your first summer being keto, you will find that the grill is your friend. Go ahead, have more protein. It's a better bad choice for the event, right? So have a sausage done on the grill, have a hot dog done on the grill, have a burger patty done on the grill, have steak done on the grill, have chicken done on the grill. Just make sure it's like thigh or legs, and enjoy yourself. Do the best you can and stay as keto as you can. Nobody died from having more protein than they're supposed to. And Tammy does all the time on Keto Chaos, and it suits her just fine. And a lot of her followers that have younger metabolisms that can handle more protein. It works. And so, there's diet soda people out there, and one just did a terrific rant, Keto in Canada. And I know that Tammy also enjoys a diet soda. People can. It's just, if you're addicted to it, having, like a 12-pack every day, you might want to reconsider. I switched to sparkling water, and although I still have some La Croix that I treat as a treat, usually I am having a mineral water, be it Smart Water, Mountain Valley Spring Water, or my very favorite is San Pellegrino. Those have electrolytes in them, and so that just helps with the whole flow of things. And so this has been Sarah, and it's all about keto choices, knowing better, doing better, better bad choices, and squinting. Have a wonderful day. I will see you the next time, because I'm planning on being here Monday through Friday, like the sun coming up, except Spivey when I forget. But then I know he's my alarm clock for a forgotten video. So I will see you the next time. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're in trouble and need some straightening out, do my keto email package for 30 days. I have one package that is a phone call and then the 30 days. And that kind of like gets the bio in place, what you're all about. And then I know where to land on you when I see your foods. You put your food in a chronometer. I view it from here without you having to do anything else. It's all good. So when you know better, you do better. So squint. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.